Can't see nobody pretty. Hey, bye.
Coach, the Tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Okay, double up.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right there, 54, right there.
On first down, Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the run.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
400,000 people saw that shit? The crazy thing is,
Ready? Ready? That's what I do. Slam. Great.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And right away he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's Newton. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54.
Man, I got you.
Garoppolo. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Eleven.
56 is the mic.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Deal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
San Francisco.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
What's that? Wait, it is.
Mike 91. And here we go. Watch the pass.
I get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Catch is made by Hurd. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice
I
game.
was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You don't want
Quick.
You don't want it. Set.
Now a give, right side. It's Balin. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Cam's going to run the option right. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
12, fellas, here we go. 6.
54 is Mike. 54.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Here we go. 180!
54! Hey, I'm coming after you!
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Stay with your man.
11.
56. Check 56.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
56 to Mike. 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? To throw is Garoppolo. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Try to do better.
Gun.
Come on. Tighten up.
Hey!
Out of the gun, Newton. This one into the hands of Hurd. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Hurd, 78 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now Garoppolo. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
12.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check, 56. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The 49er offense set This drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
To throw again. Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Great.
SOS.
Great.
SOS. Check left forward. Check 99. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
8.
Just beating the play clock. It's Newton. Throw to the right. Taken in by Hurd. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Let's go.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Switch.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
20.
You ain't got nothing.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, Steve. Tighten up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
You can't block me.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
White.
Strong right. Even.
Bravo.
56. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo able to shake him off.
Stop it.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
12.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23.
Oh, damn, he came out of nowhere.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense.
Oh, Lord, Jesse made
10.
another one. Packing the mail. Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Cam's going to run the option right. And on the pitch, the ball's loose.
My God, no. Cam is terrible.
So we come up on halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
That happened with fucking Lamar, bro. It's terrible. Bang you.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Lord, Jesse made another one. I do not know the rights to that song.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Mike 91.
All day, every day.
Cam's going to run the option right. And an alley to run.
Ooh,
and he will
big
avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Yeah.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Bailey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
20.
From the 44. Newton, and he'll spot Hurd open left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
What I mean?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Cam's going to run the option right. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Oh, Lord, just moved another one.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Kill. 20.
On first down, Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
54 Mike. 54.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's off by Blake Martinez. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone set.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Oh, Lord, just need another one. That's in the mid. Let's go. That's it. Come on.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty.
Here, Mike.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Army.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver is in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. McCrane's kick is good, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Oh, Lord, Justin made another one. Back in the middle. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, man.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gun.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Ooh-wee.
Fighting his way through contact. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Tell you what, when you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Oh, Lord, Justin made another one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three. 6, get go.
Let when you move to the left, man. Let's go.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
In the middle as well.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We're going blitz. At 3-3-5. I'll take that, sir. Okay.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Yeah.
Dante Pettis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Go for 2. Not go for 2. Go ahead and run it, man. Might look at the reps.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. To the air again, Newton. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chance. We'll see if they can get the score. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, Lord, just made another one. Back in the middle, it's gone.
Here we go. Black 80.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Yep.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
White. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Check the head.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll run on first down. Failing. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Gun.
He's checking. Crash.
Cam's going to run the option right. And he's got room. Breaks through the contact. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready.
Match by 4.
8. Express.
Match 54.
Now Cam, option left. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ready. To the set, ready.
Check. 42's the mark. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Ready.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Pettis once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Newton on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Right, bro.
And he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third and long.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know.
Out of the gun, Newton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Packers' 12-yard line.
Newton. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Bro. This is a DB. Didn't do shit. Sad. Sad time.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Oh, Lord, just made another one. Oh, man, let's go. And I got
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Newton's going to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dean Lowry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
Later, Jimmy.
So for the Niners, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Shit. That one interception. For $120. 2 fumbles, bro. Fumbles in the pick. There's my guy, Jalen Hurd, injured. 2 for 43. I didn't get him his fucking 12 carries and he got hurt. Damn, son. I've been a pimp. Let me check that. Sure, I needed 3 sacks. So there it is. 6 tackles, 2 TFLs, 3 sacks. 7 total sacks. That's not bad. 2 picks. Yeah, strip ball on for most of the first half, and still didn't force a fumble. Unfortunate. Just on a deal, I'm on. Yeah. Go where I want, I'm good. Whatever you want, let's do it. Yeah, see you for sure. Yeah. Hurt. Out for 6 weeks, bro. Damn. Like, fuck. About all you niggas. Upgrade all. Bro, what you mean keep ignoring you, bro? You got hurt, my nigga. Minus 20 morale. Like, come on, bro. That's wild. I did everything I could out there. I hope I set a new standard for the team after today. My defense, and I won't tolerate anything less than excellence. Absolutely, Mr. Bosa. Absolutely. Yeah, buddy. 1000 XP. Man, they gonna both miss the season, yo. That's wild. My only 2 superstar players on offense, man. Damn shame. Damn shame. Let's see what Bosa got. Yo. Playing with no damn. Well, I'm pretty sure gonna get some bump. How old are you? 26? Damn. Might as well play fucking McKinnon. Yeah, might as well play McKinnon. Oh, 61 pass block? Absolutely. Absolutely play McKinnon. Joey Bosa, the X Factor. Unstoppable force. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Should I just go for, what you call it, block shed now? Nah. How old is he? 23. Motherfucker's 89 strength, bro. That's crazy. 40 zone. Let me upgrade that shit. Fuck that. Should hit power. Power. Never gonna see 90. That's possible though. Tackle. Pursuit 87. Power rusher it is. We hit power. And we don't. Fucking pursuit and tackle. Ugh. That's on alert.